Good morning LinkedIn, good morning Facebook, good morning YouTube. Where am I streaming at the moment? I'm streaming actually from Nashville right now. Now I'm just going to get my phone going because I want to say hello to Instagram as well. So welcome to my setup today. Good morning Instagram, thanks for joining me. I am live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube and Instagram at the same time. I'm also not in my usual setting, but I'd like you to know if you've ever seen me do lives or you know anything about me and my branding colours, I've got a blue wall in my hotel. Right now I'm in Nashville. So I'm on the Broadway. If you've ever been to Nashville, Nashville. We're right on the Broadway, which is right where all the music is. And we've been to the Opera last night to see a lot of the country singing. But today is a day for me to go and join my American mastermind group. So I'm the only English person in the group. So yes, they all think I sound like the Queen, so we'll see how we go with that. I do get posher and posher as the day goes on. I don't know why, but my accent changes. So yeah, that's today. So I'm meeting them this evening for the first time. It's my online mastermind, so I'm going to meet people I've never met before. So today I'm going to be talking about whether you feel a bit weird in business. And the reason I'm pulling this up is because I quite often do. And I want to say today, should we be avoiding our weirdness or should we be embracing it? So I feel a bit weird. I'm just going to wave to a few people on Instagram. Oh, and I've forgotten to mention, it's Woohoo Wednesday. And it's not morning for you guys. It's probably in the UK, I think it's 2:30, but it's 8:30 here in the morning. So I'm an hour later than I would be on my normal Woohoo Wednesday. But Woohoo Wednesday is a day that I don't believe you should have a hump day in business. If you have a hump day today and you hate what you do, or life seems a bit shit, go and change something. Smile first of all, then go and change something. Be grateful for what you've got. That's a good way. Smile, be grateful, and then think, right, what do I want to work towards? And go and action it. Because life is too short to wait. So that's my thing on a Wednesday. If you're watching, please give me a woohoo in the comments. I know that you're, and just let me know on Facebook. I can see there's a few people coming on Facebook. It's unusual not to see any comments on there. If you're on my Instagram, give me some woohoos for Woohoo Wednesday. I just check all my tech is working, LinkedIn as well, and YouTube. In fact, if you ever watch on YouTube, tell me, because I've just opened up the channel. It's not something I'm particularly going to push, but Sarah's given me the first woohoo. Thank you very much. I love it. Nashville, Tennessee. I know, Sue. I tell you, saw Dolly last night. Now, when I say I saw Dolly, she was up on a screen at the Opera, which is the place that they all come to sing. So we went to this big mass, like it's a big theatre type music hall, and they have a circle of an old stage that used to be where all the sing, which is a brown circle of a stage that's been moved there. So you know that Dolly Parton has stood on that circle at the Opera, but she appeared on one of the screens and I was like, oh, Dolly. Anyway, she wasn't there in real life. We did see somebody that's very famous out here and I can't remember her name, and we saw another band that hysterically funny. That's all I was trying to say. So let's talk about being weird. Number one, weirdo. So I quite often think I'm a bit strange. So when there's business things, and we're talking about for business owners, really, you can talk about it for anything. Sometimes there's things that people say you have to do for your business. You've got to do this, you've got to do fun or whatever. And you know what? It makes my stomach turn. And then I think, I don't want to do that. And for years, I thought I was weird or odd, that I didn't want to do it the way everybody told me I had to do it. I've now learned that actually being a bit weird makes you different, makes you, probably for me, I feel more ethical. I feel more, it's much easier to run your business when you do it the way you want. Now, I'm not talking about making excuses for not doing stuff. I'm not talking about going, well, I'm not going to do that because I don't believe in it and blah, blah, because your business won't survive. But all the things I do now, morning, Anne, I can see you give me a lovely woohoo on Facebook. All the things I do right now are how I want to do things, or I'll test things out. And if it doesn't feel right, or it doesn't quite bond with what I want to do and how I am, I now don't think I'm so weird. I just think it's my way of doing it. And I've probably done this for the last 4 or 5 years. Weird afternoon, Woohoo Wednesday. I love it when Hazel comes on. Hazel's on my Facebook feed, I think, at the moment. And Hazel quite often gives me a good alliteration. She adds to the Woohoo Wednesday. So weird afternoon. You're going to have to think of another word for afternoon, beginning with a W. So I'm going to set you a challenge. Hazel is now on her phone going like this, I'm sure. So do you ever feel weird? Tell me in the comments. I mean, I'm a bit of a weirdo that I will go to events. And I would rather to be a speaker on a stage with 500 people in front of me than I would being in the audience waiting to go and watch speakers on stage and having to network with all those people. That's weird, isn't it? So I'll walk in. If ever you see me, and I've got one here, if ever you see me, I'll walk in, I'll go to the coffee machine, and I just go and sit down somewhere. And quite often people know me from social media, so they will come and talk to me, but I'm a funny fish. And then I just think that's weird, isn't it? Why are you happy talking to everybody? I don't know. And yet small talk. And yet I was an osteopath for years. I did small talk all the time. I'm pretty good at small talk. Why do I not want to do it? No idea why. But as soon as I let myself go and think, doesn't matter, doesn't matter, just go and be you. And actually now people come and sit with me, and that's fine. But I'm not very good at going to the group, no, group of people and going, hi, my name's Helen, and I need to chat to you now. I will make myself do it, but it's not my thing. The weirdness that I've felt most is that I've always wanted to be different. I never like being told what to do. I never like being told there is only one way to run your business. And for a while, maybe not so much now, but for a while, that was happening. Sorry if you can hear the background noise. They're building a building out there. That's what's happening. People were saying you had to do certain things or your business would fail. And it's rubbish. Of course, you have to put action into your business and do stuff. But if it doesn't align with who you are and how you are, then don't do it, but figure out another way of doing it. So for me, for ages, and you will notice this, I talk fast, I wave my hands around. I was a lecturer for many years, an osteopath, an external examiner, etc., etc. So I had to do lots of talks, and I've talked on stages, etc., etc. And I know I talk fast, and I know I wave my arms. And probably at school, I was told off a lot for talking fast and gesticulating. Is that the word? I think it is. And I used to really worry about it, and now I don't. And once I stop worrying about it and going, but that's who I am. And of course, if somebody says, sorry, what did you say? I will slow it down. And I'm very aware that if I've got a lot of adrenaline, that it will speed up. So quite often if I'm doing a talk to people, I say, right, before we start, I talk fast, I wave my arms, slow me down if you need to. Or if I get passionate about something, suddenly, blah, 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 and you may have seen me do lives just like that. And you probably think right now, oh my God, you're talking fast now. But it's me. And as soon as I try to stop changing me and being me, and I do believe in being kind, in being ethical, in giving good value, over serving your customers, as long as you're doing that, you can run your business. And yes, you do need to do marketing. Because anybody out there that's saying, I don't want to market my business, you cannot have a business if you don't market it. I can't think of any. If you can think of any businesses right now that never have to market, and I mean right from the beginning. So there are some people in this world that have got businesses that are so big or done so well that they don't have to do as much marketing because people know them, but they had to in the first place. If you've got a product or something that you sell, I'm going off on a little tangent here, but we'll keep going. If you've got a product or something to sell, you need to tell people about it. Okay. So many times I speak to people and I say, oh, it's not selling or it's not working. Well, what have you done to market it? Well, I haven't. Well, that's like expecting people to magically know where you are, what you sell, how much it is, and when they can buy it and how they can buy it. Like, that isn't how business works. So you have to do marketing, but do it your way. So let's bring up an example. Lots of people don't do like doing lives. Now, I would say to you, try and get yourself on camera if you can, but practice a bit, or don't give yourself a hard time. But if it really isn't your bag, find something, another way of marketing your business. And ask yourself the question, am I just not doing it because I don't want to do any marketing? Or am I not doing it because it makes me so uncomfortable, I have to go lying down for the rest of the afternoon? What is it? If it is, just do some blogs, do some content, but create stuff people want and get yourself known. You have to get yourself known as the go-to expert, however weird you are. So tell me in the comments, what's your weird side? And don't give me weird things, but you know what I mean? In business, what do you think you're weird about? Because I think you're probably not as weird as you think you are. And let's embrace the weirdness today. I have a slurp of my coffee. This is for Hazel Mullen. If you haven't followed Hazel, can you remind me, is it Green Bath, your Instagram? Remind me on Facebook, all about recycling products. So for Hazel, I am recycling this cup for the 3rd day running. Da, da, da. It's getting a little bit brown inside, but hey, it's doing a lovely cup of coffee. Green Bath. So if you look up Green Bath on Instagram, give Hazel a follow. Really cool. Going to start telling you about eco tips and where you can buy products. And she's doing, if you're local to Bath, isn't it, Hazel? I'm doing a plug here for Hazel, but I like that. If you're local to Bath, she's doing networking meetings for people with eco products. And if you've got a stationary eco product, talk to me, because I'm definitely filling the boxes at the moment. If you haven't heard about the HB box, go and click on the link in my bio, and there is a waiting list there, and there are people on the waiting list, and there's only a limited number of boxes. It comes out in July. Just find out I'm ADHD. Funny that, always knew something was a bit different. And I've been watching posts for people with ADHD, especially adults being diagnosed. I think actually you need to embrace that and go, oh my God, wow. Because how many people, I mean, I'm not going to profess I know loads about ADHD before we start this, because there'll be people on here that have got children, friends, maybe themselves suffer, and they know all about it. But from my osteopathic training, I used to think, wow, talent. There's something special about something with ADHD. And that's how you have to look at any weirdness you has, is it makes you special. I am sitting here right now. Did anybody see my picture I put up yesterday? That took some guts. I wouldn't have put it on YouTube. But if you want to find me on Helen Bullen UK on Facebook or Instagram, if you're not watching there now, I put a picture up of me. So I've had cancer, hence my short hair. But actually, I'm rocking the star right now, I think. So getting used to that. But I had the whole bald look. If you've watched me for a while, you've seen it. And yeah, Julie Brown has just said, big time, ADHD is special. But for me yesterday, I showed a picture of me, and you might not be able to see it this morning, but I only have one boob. I'm really out there with this. I am going to have a reconstruction because I am too lazy to keep putting that, I like a bit of symmetry. But today I'm coming to you with one boob, one no boob. And yesterday I put a picture up of my scar. And I have to say it myself, it is an amazing picture. Thank you to Amanda Clark Photography. Go and check. Let's have a shout out for Businesses Day. Amanda Clark Photography. Amanda's one of my friends. And we went to Marrakesh, and I said, I've got a little idea, because I've got a book coming out. And I said, got a little idea. I think we should take a picture of my scar. And we tried it without tops on me. And it was eventually, I just had a shirt and we just pulled back one side of it. And it looks so cool. But that's my weirdness. And I quite like my weirdness. I think it makes me, well, what was I yesterday? I was a warrior. Somebody said I was a warrior. I was inspirational. And if it inspires one person, I'm very happy. I was a warrior as inspirational, something else, a badass. I've been a British badass. I'm going to be today in my thing. They call me a badass. But it took some guts to step up to that. But it was my weirdness. Oh, look at that. People are saying it's amazing. Honoré. I'm going to see Honoré in a minute. Honoré is my lovely friend and my business mentor. And I'm coming to you shortly. Anyway, got to do some work, Honoré, because you're my mastermind mentor, and I think I need to. Anyway, I've got coffee. Shut up, Helen. I'm so excited. Honoré, I've never met, and I've never met in person. I'm only 5'2". She's going to be really surprised. If you've met me, you know that's not true. The picture is incredible, says Hazel. Yeah, it took me a lot of courage, but do you know the most courage it took me yesterday to show my weirdness was on LinkedIn. I don't know why. And I thought I was okay with LinkedIn and thinking I could post anything. And actually, it's gone down well on there too. So all is good. But have a look at my picture, Helen Bullen UK, either on Instagram or on Facebook, or you can find me on LinkedIn, Helen Bullen. I'd love to have some more people chat me on there. So do come and find me. But yeah, oh, thank you, Sarah. Beautiful. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it's funny. The beautiful word, I have trouble, but I'll say thank you very much. I have trouble accepting. I just think it was like the raw me, and I love it. Chuckling at LinkedIn because it's bleeping out badass. Oh, is it? Shall I say it again? Have you got the, you're on LinkedIn, Hazel, watching. Have you got the auto key? Probably find that video, won't go very far. Yeah. You need to come out to my place today if you can. Oh, Honoré, we may do. Could do, because we can't get into our room till 3. We're just having a chat. Can't get the car till 12. And we've got to go back to the airport, because then we can drop it back at the airport. Anyway, Honoré, I will speak to you. I'll message you after this. So embrace your weirdness, uniqueness, whatever you want to do. Yes, on the closed caption says Hazel, oh, I might be banned on LinkedIn soon. Let's just say I'm bad. Y'all, Honoré, are you impressed? I am picking up my American accent, but that is all I can say. So embrace your differences. Don't shirk from running your business. Don't shirk from your marketing, but also don't feel bad if one way of marketing doesn't feel right for you. And there is a difference between, remember, feeling right for you and having an excuse and not doing it. That's the difference. if you're not making an excuse and there, if it's just like, I can't be bothered, I don't like it. If it's a real like gut reaction, which is what I get sometimes from some marketing techniques, and I know if I use them, I could get a lot more followers and a lot more people buying what I do, but it doesn't sit comfortably with me. I do not want to brainwash people into working with me. And it's not totally brainwash, but you know what I mean? People use emotive words and they psych you up, and then suddenly people have you ever done this? Have you ever bought something and you're not sure why you bought it? That's a case. That used to be worse. It's not so bad now. But if something doesn't feel right, whether you're buying or whether you're selling, just think of another way to do it. That's what I do all the time. And I think my moral compass, as long as it sits here and it does a little twitch like that, and it doesn't sort of zoom down to zero, then I am happy. And you should be too. So let's go back to today. It's Woohoo Wednesday, not a hump day. Okay, not a hump day. If it's feeling like a hump day, change something in your work, in your life. You can do it, and don't wait till next month or Monday. If somebody the other day says to me, "I'm going to do a diet and I'm going to start on Monday." No, start the next meal. Start now. And that's the same with your business. I'm going to do it, but I'll do it in January. It's different if it's a launch, but if you want change, go and take one small step today into how to change it. It may be just research what you want to do, but go do it. That's it. It's probably a good way to end on my weirdness, fast talking, arm waving, one moved way. And bad without the other word, Hazel. Hopefully that's better on LinkedIn. I'm going to work out now, says Honore. She's good, isn't she? I haven't done a workout today yet, Honore. Maybe I'll do a bit of yoga. I did some yesterday, but there we go. Right, my lovely people. Lucas is coming. Oh, sorry. I'm having a conversation with Honore. Lucas is adorable, and I haven't met him either, so I can't wait. And we're the newbies. Me and Lucas are the newbies in the mastermind. Yeah, I like that. So, yeah, we're off out for a meal tonight, and then we're working tomorrow. And Honore's got guests, so who knows? Right, enough talking, Helen. Embrace your weirdness. Get off. Right, speak to you soon. If you've liked this, please do comment, message me, whatever you need to do. I am 6 hours behind you, so you can message me for another 6 hours, and I'll probably see. All right, speak to you later. I've got to do some work there, haven't I, at some point? Right, I'm going to say goodbye to, let's do Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube first. Goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great woohoo.